All right, ladies and gentlemen, a scene from my favorite show, The Walking Dead. And joining us now is the man you just saw there. That was his exit from the show, Irone Singleton, who played T-Dog, actor, comedian, producer. He's now got a one-man show, which is called Blindsided by The Walking Dead. And Irone, welcome. I got to tell you a little story. Before we even booked you, I was watching, my son and I watched The Walking Dead last Sunday, I think it was. We were watching The Blind Side. By coincidence, we were scanning the channels, and it was on this leading up to The Walking Dead on another network. And I said, "Wait a minute!" I said, "That's T-Dog. He's in there. He's in that too." And now I see the name of your show, and wow, it's like it's like a psychic experience. It's all meant to be. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. And that bite still hurts. Ouch! I'm still recuperating from it. But yeah, it takes people a minute to link the two, my character from The Blind Side and from The Walking Dead. And when they figure that out, whoa, look out. They're so blown away because of the contrast in characters. Yeah.
I want to talk.
Thank you for having me. Hi, guys.
No, yeah, I want to talk about the show. But what do you attribute the overwhelming success of The Walking Dead? What is it about that show, do you think?
I think, for one, the chemistry between the actors on the set, because there's all love there. Everybody cares for one another. We care about doing our best work so that the people, the fans, can continue to enjoy it. And secondly, but not in any particular order, I think that it's attachment to reality, the show that is. I think people can really relate to what's going on. And although the show is like reality times 1 million, because it's an extreme dose of reality, because you have zombies added to it, and it's stuff that people can relate to, and they can relate to the characters in it as well.
All right, talk about the show. You say that it's why are you doing this show, which links obviously, as we talked about, the Blindsided and The Walking Dead, your experiences. You say that our world is plagued by an epidemic. What do you mean?
To do my part, we have lots of issues in society, from the AIDS epidemic. We're dealing with basically sin in the world. That's the epidemic I'm talking about. And sin covers a broad spectrum. And I can relate to that because, in a sense, that is the life that I was attached to growing up in the inner city of Atlanta. And I grew up, maybe a lot of people know my story, but I grew up destitute, living in poverty. My mother, she was addicted to crack. She was an alcoholic. And my father, I saw him 2 times in my life. My brother, he's been in and out of the justice system from the age of 14. So for the last probably 20 plus years, I ran the streets. I carried a pistol. I sold drugs. What that whole life entails, I did it. But it seems as though it's broadened itself, and we have that. It's not just a community problem. It's not just a citywide problem. It's not just a nationwide problem, but a worldwide problem. And that is the epidemic. So on a smaller scale, that's what I live, but it exists on a larger scale. So that's the epidemic I'm talking about.
All right, and you're going to be in Orlando, Atlanta, and how can people find out where your show is going to be?
You can go to ironesingleton.com. You can go to my Twitter. If you go to ironesingleton.com, there's a link to my Twitter account.
Great. Also
my Facebook account.
Let me ask you, do you think that in this country, President Obama has done enough to address some of the problems you're talking about?
You know, I would have to say, because I'm not in his shoes and I've never personally spoken with him, from what I've seen, I would have to say I'm impressed. I'm impressed with anybody that takes such a large seat, a big position of power,
right, and
to do what they have to do. So kudos to everybody that served in that position. But for me to speak on it personally,
right,
I can't. But again, I applaud anybody that's willing to take on that.
Irone, come back. Good luck with the show. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Irone Singleton, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, pollster John Zogby. Don't go away.